I think
Another instant
that
classic in Madison
Katie
Square.
Taylor beats Amanda Serrano again. If you watch this fight, despite this girl bleeding half to death here, cut on the forehead from an accidental headbutt. If this Erica Hernandez, Cruz Hernandez girl wasn't so feather-fisted, she might even win this fight. If you think about it, like she was winning some, like these were very close rounds, mostly because Hernandez was firing on all cylinders. And despite the fact that Amanda Serrano's face is not all cut up and swollen up, Serrano was getting hit with a lot of punches, concerning a lot of punches. Now we do know that the atmosphere does bring out the best in women's boxing, in women's fighters. But I don't know if Serrano was it the level of competition she was fighting to get to where she is, or is she just slowing down as a fighter via burnt out? Because she hasn't been really looking good. I mean, she did beat the shit out of Miriam Gutierrez, turn to Voldemort. Look it up. But this girl right here, between her and the one who fought Alicia Baumgartner, very tough fighters. Shout out to Sadeja Green. Sky Nicholson put me to sleep, no bullshit. Shout out to Ramla Ali. Overall, solid card. Richardson Hitchens didn't really impress like he should have. He did look better than he did in previous fights. But, you know, he could have got him out of there, didn't? I'm going to rate this card overall a 7.5 of 10. The last two fights were competitive, kept me entertained. Let's listen to the scorecards. I'm interested. See, look at her face. She's not scarred up or nothing.
Yeah, both the undisputed fights, I think they were a lot tougher than they expected. And
if she was to fight Katie Taylor in a rematch,
Serrano
Katie Taylor
looks
is
really
ringside,
good after
by the way.
this fight. She looks like she could have maybe gone a couple more rounds.
She's with Jake Paul, MVP
Slight
Promotions.
cut over her right eye, but nothing like the gash that was inflicted on this headbutt to Cruz. That changed the fight in many ways.
Yes, it did. I think she was really worried about that cut. Cruz, every single round, had to fight the blood, fight stuff in her eyes, and that was really frustrating for her. And obviously, with all these major punches that Serrano's throwing, it makes it look way better than maybe it was. There's blood splattering everywhere. You look like a champion right there.
Man. So Cruz was fighting her corner, was fighting Serrano, was fighting that blood pouring down in her face.
She did really good.
And still landed some...
I don't know when the last time I seen this many titty shots in a women's boxing event. I'm talking about like straight, is that a strategy? Like straight titty shot? I can imagine it probably sting.
With the decision.
All right, let's listen into the cards. Thanks for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get our...
Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe.
For these two warriors. After 10 rounds of action here at Madison Square Garden, we go to the judges' scorecards. Frank Lombardi and Steve Weisfeld both scored this bout 98-92. Mark Constantino scored this bout 97-93. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. She's now the undisputed
She's not scarred up either.
featherweight champion of the world, la gran campeón puertorriqueña, Amanda Real Deal Serrano.
Both of these girls look like they haven't been into a fight. But yeah, honestly, let me know how you feel down below in the comments. Undisputed, was this another vacant title on the line for Undisputed? No, she came in with the WBA, and Serrano already had the other three. Remember, this is back at 126. The Katie Taylor fight took place at 130 pounds. She says this is her natural division. This is what I kind of been a little bit upset about with her, because she's been competing in multiple divisions throughout her career. And when she fought Katie Taylor, it was like, oh, she was too big, come down to 126 or like 128 or some shit. It's like, bro, like, anybody trying to hear that shit?
Rematch look.
Well, I think she definitely put on a better show tonight with the
let's listen to the post-fight interview.
The constant output that she had, and you may see something a little different the next time around.
As I was saying in my previous video, I'm not a fan of vacant titles. This is not the case the last fight was, of vacant titles being on the line for an undisputed match. Like
Amanda Serrano.
You didn't collect the belt.
And it turned into a brawl pretty much from the very get-go, didn't it?
Yes, lots of punches thrown. We knew Erica Cruz was going to come with that.
But this girl's pretty good. This girl's pretty good. Like Cruz Hernandez. I wouldn't mind seeing her again. I really do think that maybe if it wasn't a cut on her forehead and the blood running all down her face, because it would have been a lot more competitive fight. Well, it was competitive, but maybe she would have had a better chance. But overall, she did. I think Amanda Serrano did do enough to win. I was more of 6 rounds to 4. Remember, 2-minute rounds. 10 rounds in women's boxing. Let's listen to the post-fight interview
with the winner.
Amanda, congratulations. 4 years ago, you set out on this journey to become the undisputed champion at 126. When they announced your name, you could see the emotion on your face. What were you thinking?
Puerto Rico, ganamos, puñeta! This was a long journey, and I really want to thank my trainer, Jordan Maldonado. You know, if it wasn't for him pushing me, I wouldn't be here right now. The whole team, Nikisa MVP, Jake Paul, of course, my sister, Cindy, I love you, and the whole team who make this journey possible. Eddie Hearn, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Matchroom, The Zone, everybody a part of this. I'm just so emotional. It's a sign of relief. I finally did it for my island. Puerto Rico, este pa' ustedes. De corazón, te quiero mucho.
You knew coming in what Erica Cruz was, what she had done in previous fights, but I'm not sure you expected her to do the exact same thing in this fight. Did she surprise you that she was willing to go to war?
Not at all. She's a Mexican champion, and we knew that, and I said it from the very beginning. I knew she wasn't going to just let me take her belt. She worked hard for this. I worked hard for mine, and that's what we expected. That's what we trained for. But I didn't expect anything less than that.
The cut over the forehead for Erica Cruz happened in the 3rd round of this fight. Did any part of you get worried that this fight might go to a no contest or go to the judges 4 or 5 rounds in?
A little bit. I thought they might.
She said she thought they might stop it.
God, it went past the 4.
You were able to take control of this fight in the later rounds. What changed for you in the second half of the fight?
Well, I knew Jordan just kept screaming, 1-2s, go back to the basics and stick with the 1-2. And my left hand was catching her really clear in the jab, so I just listened to the corner.
You are now the undisputed champion at 100.
I was concerned that they probably were going to try to stop it.
What does the undisputed champion want to do next?
Whatever the team wants me to do, I successfully completed all my dreams. You know, becoming the undisputed champion is great. You know, now I'm one of the undisputed champions in the women's, but I am still the only 7-division world champion.
Next. We go to Ireland next.
You go to Ireland next. Is Katie Taylor the fight that you want next?
Of course, we have some unfinished business, Katie.
In April, 2 women painted New York City both red and green. And whilst the tricolor waved victorious that night,
Are they gonna face off in the ring? Here, let me mute this. They got a little promo playing. I had to mute the music. I'm waiting to see. Is this an announcement? By the way, her trainer rubs people the wrong way. Also, where's her sister at? The wife of her trainer. They all like live in the same house. Kind of like a weird situation. Just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's all I'm saying. We're waiting to see if they face the fighters off in the ring, because Katie Taylor is there. Like, is it going to be an official announcement tonight? No, look like it's not going to be. Well, with that being said, thanks for watching T-Street Controversy with Fight View 360. Check out the 5U360 Boxing Podcast, available on all of your listening platforms. I am actually going to be uploading or publishing my first episode this upcoming week on my FV360 Boxing Podcast, which is going to be on the 7th of February, just in a couple of days or so. I'm actually going to get over to UFC now, take a little bit of a break, go watch some UFC, and go from there. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to TstreeT Controversy with 5V360.
And I will do more.
Oh, wow. They are in the ring.
You'll do more. Do you think you can convince some of this pro-Puerto Rican crowd to make the trip to Ireland?
I think I might have some. I might have some to take the trip. Right, guys?
Congratulations, Amanda. Looking forward to May 20th, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, Part 2.
May 20th, that's the date.
May 20th, it happens in Ireland. But you wonder how much this fight maybe took out of Amanda Serrano. She's in her mid-30s after all.
Chill.
No? She'll be fine? Okay.
I think she'll be all right. I think this was definitely a good setup for her to do better in the next fight.
Who wins the rematch? I'm going with Katie again.
She'll begin her training camp. So from one island to another, Puerto Rico to Ireland, they'll do it again. A rematch.
It did make sense for them to announce this tonight. That did make sense for them to announce this tonight. On that card. All right, we're out of here. Thanks for watching.